Okay, so I understand Brawl Stars is a fictitious game, and this video, just for reference, is not sponsored by Brawl Stars. But how exactly do brawlers like Mandy shoot through walls? Like, her super is called Sugar Ray, so she shoots a long ray of sugar passing through enemies and environment, dealing massive damage. How? Like, if you were to actually turn this into a legitimate weapon in the real world, how would this work? Because it doesn't destroy walls. Like, take reference of that. It doesn't destroy the walls it goes through. It just hits enemies and phases through walls. So how the heck does that work? You could also make the similar argument for Melody. How is she summoning living music notes? She's literally summoning beings of music to her side. How do you do that? Are they like drones? Like, does she have a wire attached to them? How the beep do they work? Cornelius, how does he take someone to a shadow realm? He literally, his super literally describes it as the shadow realm. Oh, how? What, does he just put him on drugs? And, okay, the one I find as one of the most interesting, though, I'm gonna be fully honest here, is Jessie. Not because her super doesn't make sense, but because I beg the question, who is letting her have one of these? Like, how old is Jessie? If she's only like 16, or if she's anywhere below the age of 18, she should not have a turret and an electric pistol. That's not something a minor should have. So why does she have it? And that's not helping the allegations in Spam. Also, why does this exist? Just why does this exist? Like, I know it's funny as heck, but why does it exist? It makes no. How is she holding her gun? How is she holding her gun? She has no arms. Does she have telekinesis? Is she an egg with telekinesis? Is that how she's holding the gun? In fact, how is she... Well, no, she's wearing the backpack. Like, by strapping it to her. That part makes sense. The part that doesn't make sense is that she's carrying a gun. So she's probably got, like, psychic powers, right? And the question becomes, where did she get them? Also, can we just mention, Stonks Pam. Where is she getting all this money? Like, does she run a pyramid scheme or something? Like, where the beep is she getting all of this money? I'd also like to bring up Jackie. I'm going to be fully honest, she is one of my favorite brawlers. But how does her super work? Like, okay, I get that she drills a hole in the ground. That part makes sense. What doesn't make sense is that it pulls them towards her. How? Is she somehow creating like a super dense air wave? Are you following the rotational pattern of her drill to act as a vortex? Is that what she's doing? Like, what? How? How does that work? Also, any and all brawlers that use, like, shockwaves for their attacks, so Jackie, not Buster, but, like, Frank, any brawler like that, how exactly? Shockwaves don't hurt. I mean, they can make you stumble and trip, but they won't hurt you. one more point I'm gonna add to this. If you look at all of the brawlers, you just look at them like this. So, why exactly do they skip? Well, no, they don't actually skip any letters. Huh, that's interesting. Okay, can I just be realistic here? How the beep does Dynamite's fidget spinner gadget work? He is spinning. I know from experience that you can spin fairly long, but it is incredibly hard to spin while moving. Like, satchel charge makes sense, because you can just explain that away as, oh, he's just throwing flash grenades. And that's what's stunning them. How is he spinning and throwing dynamite at the same time? How does that work? Also, Dyna Jump. How does that not hurt him? He's literally exploding off of his own dynamite. How does that not hurt? Please help me understand. And I am going to be so honest. How does that scarf attack? Like, if I go into the training grounds right now, right? If I go into the training grounds, and we look at Edgar, how does that scarf attack? Like, sure, Edgar punches first and then attacks. Or he punches first and then his scarf attacks? But how? Also, how is a scarf propelling a child off the ground? Or what I'm assuming is a child. I don't know how old Edgar actually is. Like, that's a little ridiculous. Like, seriously, look at this. He is literally propelling himself upward with a scarf. Supercell, how? Explain to me how this works. Also, giant robot that is made for murder. Why? The idea of Star Park is that it is a children's theme park. Right? Or just a theme park in general. Why would you have robots designed to commit murder as part of your attraction? Also, how does Edgar heal with a scarf? If I jump over here, and this guy respawns, I'm gonna take some damage, right? Then I punch, and I heal. Why do I heal? That makes no sense. Like, look at this. I'm gonna get down to, like, just about dead. One shot away from death. Watch this. And suddenly he's dead, I get to run away. And against tankier enemies, I just gain back more health. How does this work? Make the logic make sense to me. Well, I'm gonna be honest. I think I've done enough ranting for now. I will bid you all a good night, or good day, depending on when you watch this video. Well, see y'all later.